Tubs and Pools, and in this video segment we're going to learn about our salt system. We're going to learn about how you're going to read your panel, how you're going to set your chlorine levels, and maybe a few other little lights and features on the system. So if you have a salt system on your pool, you're going to have a two-part system, and this is the first of your two-part system. This is called your T-cell, and this is what's actually converting the salt into chlorine in your pool water. This will hang off of the area where your return jet is, typically with the cord facing upwards, and then this cord is going to run and plug into the control panel. This is the second part of your system. This is your control panel, and this is where the white cord is going to plug in. And on your control board, you are going to have, when you first turn it on, a dial that says off, auto, and superchlorinate. We are going to switch it to the auto position, and that's going to generate your chlorine. The option of superchlorinate is provided, but we usually recommend that you turn off your salt generator and you do a nice heavy shock, just because it is much easier on your equipment. So on your control panel, you are going to have a little box that gives you a digital read of your salt, and you're going to have a little dial for your desired output. So your desired output knob is going to control the amount of chlorine output you have in the water. So 40 is a good desired output, but your output is going to depend on many different factors in your chlorine demand. So if you have a very hot day, or if you have a lot of people in the pool, you may have to increase this, but you're just going to have to monitor your chlorine levels until you get familiar with your system. On your panel, you're going to get your output of your salt reading. So in this example, 2,900 parts per million is your salt. You want this number to read somewhere between 2,700 to 3,400. As long as you're in that range, you will be generating chlorine. So if you have the power and generating light on, such as in this example, then you know that your system is functioning properly. There are a few other lights on the system, such as superchlorinate. When you have this switch flipped into superchlorinate, this one's going to be on for 24 hours. So on your system, you're going to have also a few other lights. One of them is no flow, so if the flow is restricted, then this will come on. You will have a checked salt, so if you are not in that 27 to 34 range on your panel up here, this light will usually come on. There's also high salt. If you tend to get over that range, you're going to get this light coming on. So your inspect cell light will flash typically once a year as a reminder to clean your cell. And if you have cleaned your cell and it is still flashing at you, then what you can do is you push and hold the diagnostic button for 3 seconds, and then you release it, and that will wipe the code. So with the diagnostic button, you really only want to be touching that if you're trying to get rid of the inspect cell. You don't want to be flipping through and clicking different things in the diagnostic, as you can cause a lot of issues with your system. It's best to just leave the diagnostic button as is.